And after only 2 years of amateur experience, made the 1984 Olympic team. Proving all the skeptics wrong, he twice defeated a teenager named Mike Tyson. They first met in the Olympic trials. Tyson scored a knockdown, but for the most part, Tillman fought intelligently and used his jab and footwork to stay away from Tyson's bombs. All 5 judges scored the match with a former dead-end kid from L.A. Then 1 month later at the Olympic box office, this time Tyson was clearly more active, and the older fighter seemed listless and detached. Though the scoring was closer, the result remained the same.
From Los Angeles, California, in the red corner, Henry Tillman.
Some ringside observers felt Tyson had gotten jobbed, but nonetheless, Tillman forged ahead to the Olympics and captured the gold medal 4 miles from where he had grown up.
You see what's happening here with Henry Tillman, using the ring, using movement. Mike Tyson, I knew he would charge right at Henry Tillman because he doesn't respect Henry Tillman. But in doing so, he may leave himself open because he's trying so hard to impress. You see the right hand by Henry Tillman. Mike Tyson must be aggressive, but he must be careful.
Tillman's idea, move, box, jab, fast combinations, give Tyson angles. All very well and good. What happens when he gets hit?
Now, Jim, he's doing the right thing, Tillman is. When Tyson comes inside, if he's not going to punch, tie him up, break his rhythm.
Solid right hand by Tyson to the body. Tillman staggers backward. Mike goes at him, and Tillman grabs and holds on. Right to the face of Tillman. He grabs and holds on. That one was a bit of a glancing blow.
Tillman now is trying to fight Mike Tyson. He should be doing a lot more movement than he is now. He's allowing Mike Tyson to trap him in the corner.
That'll be enough.
Surprise!
Dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Good luck to both of you. Touch him up.
And if he's questionable in his ability to take a punch, then Victor Ortiz may well be able to exploit that. But so far in the first round, Berto is busier, and down goes Berto on a hard left hand by Ortiz, and Michael Ortega is not going to rule it a knockdown. He's going to say that Berto tripped over Ortiz's foot. Ortega immediately made the ruling. He's a good referee who's a former fighter and sees pretty well.
But it wasn't a clean punch, but normally if you go down the result of a blow landing anywhere above the waist, and it did, even if it was a grazing blow he blocked, he wouldn't have went down there had I been hit.
Berto staggered again. Straight left hand by Ortiz. And Berto does go down in the corner this time, so now Ortiz has the credit for the knockdown that he didn't get the first time around.
Taking it to Berto, I find myself surprised by that.
I'm stunned. Berto pastes Ortiz with a big right hand. Ortiz walks through it, keeps throwing. Berto blocking the shot. Ortiz is trying to get rid of him right here. Berto came from behind in the late rounds to reel in Collazo. Don't know if he's been hit with as big a shot as the left hand that put him down in the corner by Victor Ortiz. Certainly Bradley and Alexander didn't produce anything like the fireworks we saw in the first round here. Good uppercut by Berto.
And remember, he's another southpaw who is basically a right-hander.
Berto has a look of concern in his eyes, unlike anything we've seen during his professional career.
The way he did.
All of Ortiz's punches are very
There's the right hand again, and now Berto has a knockdown.
That's an official knockdown, but it was probably due to balance, but still it's an official knockdown.
Ortiz's glove touched the canvas. It was clearly the result of the punch. So now, 3 times fighters have been on the canvas. The first one was ruled a trip. The second are knockdowns, or the second and third are knockdowns for, respectively, Ortiz and Alberto. We wait to see if a boxing match will emerge from the slugfest which has taken place so far. But they're back to slugging again.
But Berto is still never, to me, fully recuperated from the first round. Even though he landed the knockdown, Ortiz wasn't hurt that bad when he got up as compared to the way Berto was when he went down.
Uppercut lands for Ortiz. Berto holding on. Berto hasn't yet seen the uppercut coming. And paid it twice. Now he lands the right hand again.
And nobody knows the way this fight is going to go.
Hard right hand by Berto. Another big hook by Ortiz inside. Ortiz is a man on a mission tonight.
Yes, he looks like he's determined, focused, and this is the type of guy that I hate to go in a ring against with a fighter when they see that look in his eye, that I will not be determined. I will not be lose tonight. I will not be denied. And that's the way he's
2
fighting.
more hard shots. Another right hook for Ortiz. Another uppercut.
But no, he's hurt and he's tired.
Big left hand by Berto. Ortiz walked right through it.
There you see the legs. That's why he's in the ropes, because of the legs.
And he could stand toe-to-toe with him. Now he's trying to go back to more of his skills.
Berto lands a few jabs, and then they trade another pair of big shots. Good hard right hook inside by Ortiz. Ortiz still physically dominant into the 5th round. Ortiz testing Berto's legs once again.
Let him out.
Glorious tradition, the Golden Gloves. Emmanuel, weren't you a national Golden Gloves champion?
Step back.
Yes, but he was in New York Golden Gloves.
Just making the distinction for you. Down goes Ortiz on a perfect right-hand shot by Berto. Second knockdown of the fight for Berto. And you can feel the fight changing perceptibly in this round. Berto stood in the center of the ring, feels confident in his legs again, now beats Ortiz to punch with the right hand.
Ortiz's legs are very weak here. This is the 6th round. It was the round that he lost to Maidana in. Can he escape now?
Hard right hand by Berto. That was a spectacular shot.
Great
but Ortiz
shot,
was held up partially by the ropes.
All Berto has to land one clean shot. He realized the clock is ticking down, so he's trying to get that one shot on.
It's been a great round for Berto.
Yep.
After he was in so much trouble through the first 5. His uppercut is good too. Now Ortiz is gonna...
Oh my God!
Unbelievable! What a fight! George Foreman and Ron Lyle stand aside.
And
We've got an amazing slugfest in Connecticut.
And you can see Mike Ortega getting in position to stop the fight. And then Berto goes down.
Unbelievable. Knockdowns. These are not timing punches. These are huge shots which are landing for both fighters.
Don't hit behind the head. Don't hit behind the head.
Oh my God.
And he may get more recognition, Jim, if he loses this fight than for any fight that he's won.
Step back.
Very unusual man.
We should remind everybody
Good left hand by Ortiz.
that Berto is ranked only behind Pacquiao and Mayweather in the welterweight division. And that this is the first
Looks
fight.
like there's a new welterweight in town, and his name is Victor Ortiz.
And this is the first fight Ortiz has ever fought at this weight.
That's right.
Yes, he's doing everything perfect. It just,
He doesn't-
if even though he would go in and then take a step back, he would be better because they keep colliding. They're going right together. If he would just move forward and then pull back for a minute, and have Berto off balance.
Berto looks really out of it right now.
This is the way Berto looked in rounds 1 and 2, when he couldn't hold off the charging Ortiz and wound up against the ropes, trying to get the ropes to help him stand up. I don't know if he knows how to fight without taking chances. At this point, Emmanuel, he has created for himself a style which is about risk, and he just got hit with 2 big shots by Andre Berto, a right and a left, and that's why he's holding on right now. Berto had a moment. Another big left hand for Ortiz. This was excitement. This was war.
Step back. Step back. Take time.
We go to the judges' scorecards. Clark Sammartino scored this contest 115 to 110. Glenn Feldman scored this contest 114 to 112. And Judge Julie Letterman scored this contest 114 to 111. For your winner by unanimous decision and new WBC welterweight champion of the world, Vicious Victor Ortiz.
A tremendous win for Ortiz. The first professional loss for Berto.
Getting ready now for the main event. 5 years ago, Andre Berto was 27 years old. He was 27-0, hard-hitting, fast hands, seen as the future of the division, and primed for a title shot with Floyd Mayweather. Instead, he got into the Ring Magazine Fight of the Year with Victor Ortiz, took his first loss as a pro. He has suffered plenty since that disappointment, but tonight gets to go toe-to-toe with the man who derailed his career.
2011 was it was a tough year. I believe I was at that point that I didn't take the game as seriously as I should. You know, I had a lot coming to me, and you know, and this is the type of game if you don't respect it, it won't respect you.
Listening to my soul.
You know, for that fight, I knew, you know, mentally I didn't prepare like I was supposed to. And I just knew that, okay, if I don't take this guy out early, you know, it might be some trouble. I think the first loss is always the most devastating. Just like all odds were just watching me, you know, leaving the airport. It was all in the newspapers back home. And, you know, I just wanted just to basically just close myself in for a while. It's still something that I just always thought I just needed just to, you know, make sure I avenge, make sure I avenge, make sure I avenge. You just don't know what type of guy you're going to get in the ring. You don't know if he's going to be as ferocious lion like he was, you know, when he fought me, or if he gets hit with a few hard punches, it, you know, might think it's not worth it. You know, I got a lot of people in my ear, a lot of people saying this, a lot of people saying that. You know, I'm not trying to hear none of that. But I believe that that's the mistake that I made the first time. So I'm preparing for the Ortiz I seen 5 years ago. That's it.
The trunks on both guys are fine. You see the navels, no problem. Mouthpiece, Andre? Mouthpiece? I gave you both instructions. I just want to remind you, listen and obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean.
So much must be going through the mind of an Andre Berto when he stands across the ring from the man that derailed his red-hot career.
Berto complaining about a headbutt right there.
Ortiz, Andre Berto, both former world champions. There's a short left hook by Ortiz getting through.
And really back Berto up. You can't let Berto be comfortable.
He's hit him again with that left hand, that straight left.
In Winter Haven, brother, a mixed martial artist. And Berto, is that a slip? No.
That was a knockdown.
Straight left hand.
That was a straight left knockdown.
Hey, give me your gloves, bro.
Victor Ortiz, blood pouring down his face, scoring a knockdown in the second round. Andre Berto shakes his head. and walks back to his corner. After Ortiz took Berto's title, he lost to Floyd Mayweather Jr. in his first event. Uppercut. Ortiz is down, and he's hurt. Gets to his feet, clears his head. It was quick. Shades of Ortiz. Berto won. Second knockdown. Ortiz in trouble. Berto closing in. Berto left hook. Measures. Berto right hand. Ortiz. Wobbly. Foggy. Right hand. Berto. Can he finish him this time? Another left hook. Ortiz is down again. Ortiz. Doesn't know where he is. 6. Ortiz. 8. 9. And it's over.
It's over.
Just beat. You want to continue? Is it?
Wait.
You want to continue? Look at me. It's over. Andre Berto. Redemption.
Jack Reese asked him, do you want to continue? He did not get an answer.
Means fight clean and listen to me at all times. Good luck. Buena suerte. Toca los manos.
See Quintana trying to give Williams some movement right away.
Good short right hand on the inside by Williams.
Quintana's showing some good movement.
Combination from Quintana. He landed a left hand in there.
Oh, as you can see, Paul Williams has a great chin.
Quintana's not giving him a stationary target.
Quintana digging right in there.
Seemed to hurt Williams with that right hook.
Yeah, very good first round for Carlos Quintana. That right hand again from Quintana. You know, we talked to Quintana about this health club that he bought.
Quintana's finding Paul Williams easy to hit, which is odd considering Williams' height reach advantage.
The combination by Quintana. You know, in Williams' last 3 fights, he's been throwing 101 punches around. You see his number here almost through 2, and Quintana continues to just dig in. Quintana's using just enough movement to get away from that jab of Williams.
And Williams' left hand is not really coming as straight as it's supposed to be. It's more of a slapping left hand.
Quintana jumps in and scores with a combination. Gets away from danger and shoots to the body.
But he's got to keep the pressure on Quintana because right now Quintana looks like he's becoming more tired as the fight progresses.
Well, he sticks the left hand in and moves away, does Quintana. Left hand by Williams. Found the mark.
That have kind of fight-changing power behind them so far.
Quintana dips away, shoots a left hand, and then ties him up.
Now he has to go after a mover, and he's forgetting about throwing some jabs. Plus, he's getting hit.
And a right hook and a left. Left hand by Williams.
There he found the range on the left hand, as you pointed out earlier, Lennox.
And that's where it's dangerous for him being a tall fighter because, you know, those shorter guys with the shorter arms gets the punches across a lot quicker.
Sure. What we just saw there, a lazy left from Quintana, and then a right followed up by Williams. Now Quintana shoots a left hand. Williams comes back with a right. Good jab by Williams.
Terrific action.
Paul Williams looks like he has a natural bruising. It's not a situation where his eye's going to close. It's more of a bruise.
Chopping right.
Williams really finding the range with that right hook.
He does. He's put out some good work. He's thrown some heavy shots in there.
And Quintana immediately backed away.
Left hand from Quintana. He's trying to rediscover that left hand a little bit here.
He hasn't found out how to make it work for him. Right there he hit Paul Williams, and Paul Williams took a step back, so that was a stunning blow for him. He's focused. He knew what he wanted to do. He realizes that left hand is a money punch for him, and he's trying to land it, just like you seen there.
Well, he's found the radar again with that left hand, Carlos Quintana. Quintana tries to shoot to the body. There's the left hand over the top. Combination back from Williams. Quintana digs on the inside. Shoots a left hand again.
Williams smothered.
And it's obvious that Paul Williams isn't concerned about that left hand, but, you know, like I said, after a while, it starts to become effective.
Good job by the cut man in the corner of Williams, handling the cuts on both eyes. Stiff punch there by Williams.
I mean, the punches that Williams lands, they're not sending the sweat flying, you know? Quintana hits Williams, the sweat goes flying because they're landing so flush. Quintana may have already taken Williams' unofficial title as most avoided guy in boxing away with this performance.
With left hand to the body, they exchange big shots. Here in the final 40 seconds of the 11th. Left hand by Quintana.
Or else he'd be doing it right now.
Quintana touches him with a left hand and shoots a hook to the body. And then he smothers Williams.
It really breaks down to how a person looks at the last round. A lot of people would say, you really have to go for it. In Quintana's mind, he's saying he just wants to do enough and make sure he doesn't want to get hit and score the points.
Carlos Quintana thinks he's pulled off the upset.
We go to the scorecards. Joe Cobian, Jose Cobian, 115-113. Tony Krebs, 116-112. Mike Pernick, 116-112. All to the winner by unanimous decision. And new WBO welterweight champion of the world,
Carlos Quintana hugging his son, Jean Carlos, as he exalts in victory as his wife comes into the ring, Moriyama as well. Tears of joy for the Quintana family as he wins a unanimous decision victory over Paul Williams and hands Williams the first loss of his professional career. Carlos Quintana, a decided underdog, pulls off the upset.
Okay, all I ask for is a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself, fellows. Ya tú sabes, Carlos. Una pelea limpia, protege todo el tiempo y escúchame con lo que te diga de tu lateral. Touch him up, let's get popping.
So the onus is on Williams to adjust, and has he learned from his mistakes?
And he landed a right hook right off the bat. That's the punch they landed more often against Quintana, not so much his straight left, and Trude anticipates.
Nice right hand got in by Quintana.
Yeah, that's a good question. It might be more pressure from Carlos Quintana as this fight wears on, but certainly early on he'll want to do what he did before, and that is counterpunch and land those kind of left hands, which he did throughout the first fight, despite the height advantage for Williams.
The body, keep Quintana at the end of that long jab, take Quintana out of his comfort zone. Williams landed.
Oh, let me go, let me go.
Williams jumping all over Quintana. Quintana almost went down. Quintana in trouble early. He's on the canvas.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mami, ¿está bien? ¿Te sientes bien?
Over a minute left to go in this round. There's plenty of time for Paul Williams.
Quintana down for just the second time in his career. He went down to the first round against Joel Julio, came back to win by decision. How will he fare here? What a reversal of fortune. Another left lands. Quintana's in trouble. Claudio steps in. The fight is over. What a bounce back by Paul Williams, who recaptures the title in emphatic fashion.
I think that nobody expected this quick an ending. And it put Paul Williams back on the map in a major way.
He said he wanted to bring more passion and energy. I think he did.